The International Baccalaureate Diploma Program, or IB for short, is a rigorous pre-university course of study that meets the needs of the highly motivated secondary school student. One of those courses of study is the IB film class at Lake Weir High School.
IB Film is a dual-layered class. It serves, as far as the IB hexagon goes, it's the 6th area. It is considered an art. It is considered an elective. It is the one IB course without a formal exam, which is very exciting to a lot of students. Students get experience analyzing films, looking at films from a critical perspective, looking at it from different lenses, whether it's a social lens, an economic lens, a political lens. But they also have a hands-on appreciation for how a film is made, appreciating camera angles, lighting, sound, cinematography. Everything that goes into a film is something that we study.
An IB student is not your typical student, so they receive something special at the end of the program that most students do not.
Students start earning college credit in their 11th grade year. There are standard level courses and higher level courses, and the college credit they earn is transferable out of state, around the country, and around the world. Colleges and universities love IB because it is standardized. An IB student in Great Britain is learning the exact same thing as an IB student in the United States, in Africa, in Australia. So an IB student around the world brings the same types of skills to the table: organization, leadership, experimental abilities, analysis, community service, a sense of international mindedness, all of that to the table. So colleges and universities love IB students and recruit them heavily. 97% of UF's freshmen are IB graduates. So that is our #1 IB school in Florida. But the biggest perk of being an IB student in the state of Florida is when you graduate with your IB diploma, your college is paid for. You have just qualified for the highest award, Bright Futures.
This class is not just about watching movies. There is more to it than meets the eye.
They are working on, they're starting their first short film, and really we're looking at it more technical in camera angles, camera shots, sound, but they will have a part of it where we talk about scripting and how you script a film and how you lay out a film for script. Academically, it's also very related to English because we are analyzing films the same way you would analyze a novel. What is the theme? What is the purpose? What are symbols or motifs that the director uses that appear that we gather meaning from? So it is taking the type of analysis you do for books, we're applying to films, and we're also applying writing as far as scripting, you know, what the characters are going to say, how it's going to be laid out.
How a movie is going to be laid out requires learning how to edit, and they are doing that too.
With the MacBooks and using iMovie, and we also have GarageBand if we need it, we can talk about layering in sounds, putting in background music if you think that would enhance it, enhancing certain sounds, things like that. The students in here have all different abilities. Some of them have never played with that iMovie before. Some of them have used it in limited amounts. Some of them have made their own YouTube videos. Some of them haven't. So we're kind of, you know, all over the place. But that's okay because, you know, IB Film, we tell them you don't need to know how to do anything. We will teach you all of it. So this is a chance for them really to get their hands on the Macs, to play with iMovie and see what all it can do and what's out there for them. And I'll be here to walk them through the process too, so they're not just, you know, floundering on their own.
Even if a student does not want to go into film and is just a film buff, they can still get a lot out of this course.
I believe creativity is important for any person in general, and anytime you get to exercise that, especially in a place where people they mainly focus on intellect rather than creativity, I think it's great that you actually get to express yourself in more ways than one.
Art always isn't just about coloring and drawing. It can even be more imaginative, such as...
This year we're trying to think what to do this year, and so we're doing a play tent. We wanted to hand paint it, so it's got to be something with a canvas. We always kind of rough draft the design first, then I approve it, then they put it on the... Otherwise it would be a hot mess, you know.
The students tend to take a different view with their ideas of what art means to them.
It's just kind of a way to express yourself in any way possible. You could just... It's just a way to like let your feelings out, and you don't always have to put words, but I love saying inspirational quotes.
We all know that the arts are a perfect way to express yourself, but everyone has their own idea of expression and looks at art in different ways. Fifth graders are no exception.
I love art because, again, it's a way to express yourself, and it's good to be like taught it, because I had an old school and they would just give you a pen, a piece of paper, and they would just, it wasn't that fun. But this school, we get to use a bunch of different mediums like pastels and paints. And it was just really good experience.
The hard work and talent that these young students possess is nothing short of tremendous, and goes without saying that their teacher agrees.
I try to teach my kids about community involvement, and I do have some standards, art standards, about how does your art tell a story, how can your art be shown in the community to tell a story and to help the community. And I'm really proud of them. They did a good job.
You saved me, Lord. My sins you forgave. I'm risking my own life that another is saved. You gave me this life with a request quite small. You said, love thy neighbor, so I answer the call.
I find that this program is pretty important because there's not very many first responders out there, and they really need more of them. So I feel like this program is really nice and unique because it's one of the only ones in the area that actually trains you for the fire, EMT, and dispatch disciplines. A lot of the other programs, it's only one, like only fire or EMT, maybe only dispatch, stuff like that. But I feel like this one's really important because it has all of them. What got me interested in it is because I've always wanted to be into the medical field, and I felt like emergency medical is probably going to be the best route. And I know a lot of them, they do fire and EMT combined now for the paramedics and stuff. So that's what I wanted to do because I always felt like it'd be cool to be able to go in, put out fires, and save lives. It's really important because it's starting just here in Ocala, and it can in Marion County, and it can spread out like everywhere. So eventually it can go out through different states and stuff. You can have people all around the United States training to become a firefighter, EMT, or dispatch anywhere because they're all important. Well, I think that it'd probably be something that other students would like to look into because it's a lot of fun, and you get to learn new things, have different experiences that you maybe never thought of being a firefighter before, and maybe that's what's meant for you. I think people should come enjoy the program, sign up for the program. It's a lot of fun. You'll get to learn a lot of new things, things that you probably wouldn't know any other way.
The Student Barbershop, located at Marion Technical College's East Campus on Fort King Street, is now accepting appointments for services. The barbershop is part of the training students enrolled in Marion Technical College's barbering program receive to prepare them for entering the workforce. All services are provided by students under the instruction of a licensed barber. The Student Barbershop is open Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday evenings. Haircuts start at only $5. Call 352-867-2150 today to schedule an appointment.